Hey guys, it's Mrs. Houchin with today's lesson. I'm sitting in my garage. Fifth grade got a tour of my backyard, but it's already dark out. So you just get my garage, which is basically storage. I don't even know what's up there. Projector, keyboard, some Christmas decorations. I trapped my cat in here with me somewhere in the hopes that I could get him into a picture. The cat, Lucky, that's named after Andrew Luck. But I don't know where he went. So hopefully he'll reappear before this video is over. If you do have a printer, you should have this page that was on the blog. If you don't, you can just jot the answers down somewhere. And the page is going to go across. So starting right here with question or problem, then claim, then down here, and then right here where it says scientific principles. So what we're going to be doing is thinking of some questions that you have a claim or an argument about. So like I said on the blog, those of you that like to argue, this is your unit because you're going to get to argue a topic. So the first thing is a claim is about a phenomenon or results of an investigation, what you base your claim on. So the first blank is phenomenon, Phenomenon, or the results of an investigation, and it's what you base your claim on. So this claim evidence reasoning is used a lot in science, which is why it talks about phenomenons and investigations. But basically any question. And there's some examples on the blog, like is tackle football safe? Is gymnastics a sport? Is cheerleading a sport? Things like that. So you're going to be thinking about a question that you are going to answer, which is the next blank. Answers the question or problem. Your argument. So you are going to say and tell your parents that 12-year-olds should have brand spanking new iPhones. That would be your argument. Or that while we're not in school, your bedtime should be 11 o'clock p.m. That would be your argument. A statement that can be argued for or against. Statement that can be argued for or against. So in this block, we have answers the question or problem, your argument, statement that can be argued for or against. When you get up into 7th grade and higher, this is going to be your thesis statement. And I think it talked about thesis statements in the video that you watched on Tuesday. So what you are trying to prove is your thesis statement. So for instance, a popular one in the news recently has been the U.S. women's soccer team is not paid as much as the U.S. men's national soccer team, and they've been trying to get higher pay. And just recently, the governing group over the national soccer team said that the women's team does not do as much as the men's team, so that is why they do not need to be paid more. That's an argument that you could make, that the women's team does as much as the men's team. I mean, if you look at it, they've won more games. Reasons that they should be paid more would all be this last box. Your evidence proves that your claim is true. First blank. Proves that your claim is true. Sufficient, which means there's enough. Appropriate, which means on topic. So if you're talking about tackle football is not dangerous and middle school age kids should be allowed to play it, and then you start talking about how there are other dangerous sports that kids play, like lacrosse or rugby, that is actually off topic because your topic is tackle football and whether that sport is dangerous. So we've got proves your claim is true, sufficient, which means enough, appropriate, which means on topic, and information from text or other sources. So you have something to back up your opinion. If you were in my class last year, we did facts and opinions, and you had to have reasons. Like some of you wrote facts and opinion papers about why Android is better than iPhone, and you had actual facts that of how long the battery lasts, or what apps are available, how much they cost. Those would all be information from other sources. So these lines here are for some examples. You have facts, examples, statistics, quotations, investigations, videos. Those would all be sources that you could use. So for instance, the U.S. women's soccer team, interviews with men's players, with other women, with people from other countries. Those could all be quotations. Hands-on investigations might be hard to do for some of these topics. That's more for scientific topics, so might not apply to what you're writing for language arts class. And the last box shows how and why. Sorry, it's hard to fit everything in the screen. Shows how and why. Analysis of the evidence, like the facts that you gave. Why are those facts important? Why did you choose those? Links your evidence to the claim. Why is that important? And then again, for science type experiments, uses scientific principles to support your claim. And the last blank explains how the evidence helps answer the question. So it's not merely like you did in 5th grade, listing your opinion and then the facts. Now you need to go a step further and explain why the facts that you picked are important. And we will get into that more next week when we actually start writing about these ideas. There is a Google form that you can use to answer questions to make sure you are paying attention. You do not need to email me this form, a picture of it or anything, but don't lose it because we are going to be referring back to it. So I still haven't found my cat. Maybe I'll get him in another video, but I hope you have a great night or morning or evening, whatever time you're watching this. And I miss you guys. Bye.